As a quick background, Alephia Education owns and operates 13 schools across the Middle East and educates over 18,500 students. Alephia was initially created by Aramis Partners, which was a private equity partnership prior to becoming a standalone educational business in 2017.
Hi everyone, welcome to Career Max, and today we welcome Shailesh Doshi. Shailesh is the founder and CEO of Alephia Education. Previously, he founded Aramis Partners, and prior to that, he was managing director and head of investment banking for Deutsche Bank in the Middle East. So, for our first question, Shailesh, would you help us understand Alephia in more detail and its current and future strategy? How is it related to Aramis Partners?
Sure. Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yep.
So, good afternoon. Alephia is an education business founded in 2016 by Aramis Partners and its initial investors. Aramis Partners was originally established as a private equity firm focusing on social infrastructure in the GCC area, with education as its primary focus. As a result, Alephia emerged as an educational group from the founders of Aramis and investors, and it now currently owns and operates schools across the GCC. Our mission at Alephia is to provide high quality, affordable education while fostering global citizenship and preserving national heritage for our students. The name Alephia is inspired by the first and last letters of the Arabic alphabet, symbolizing the A to Z of learning and education. Currently, Alephia operates 14 schools across the GCC, educating over 20,000 students and employing nearly 3,000 staff from 55 nationalities. Our goal is to become the leading pan-GCC education group and ensuring that no child is left behind. Our strategy is centered around continued expansion within the GCC with an ambitious plan to triple our business in the near future while maintaining our commitment to affordability and education excellence. I hope that tells you a bit about Alephia and its foundations.
That was very informative. Could you expand on your role and responsibilities at Alephia Education? We would love to learn more about the life of Shailesh Doshi. What does the founder of Alephia Education do, and what are the requisite skill sets?
As a founder and CEO, my role is to oversee all aspects of the business alongside my leadership team and partners. My primary responsibility is to ensure that Alephia continues to fulfill its mission of providing high-quality education while expanding strategically across the GCC. A typical day is never truly typical, as each day presents new opportunities and challenge. I spend a significant amount of time focusing on future strategy and growth, ensuring that all of our schools provide the best possible education while maintaining a safe and nurturing environment for our students. Another key part of my role is aligning the entire organization, ensuring that our team is working cohesively towards our shared vision.
And switching over a bit, in respect to Aramis Partners, what were the key opportunities and challenges of founding and operating a private equity business in the Middle East? Why was Aramis only focused on education?
It's a very good question. When we founded Aramis Partners in 2016 with the original partners, we were first and foremost very fortunate to have the partners that we did. Founding the business came with both opportunities and challenges. Some of the key factors in building a successful business model, including having a clear strategy while remaining adaptable, working with dedication and perseverance, and maintaining honesty and credibility, especially that is required in the private equity industry where you are managing other people's money. One of the main challenges we faced when launching Aramis Partners at the time was there were fallouts in Middle East private equity. So this led to global investors being initially skeptical about new players coming into the business. However, when they saw the strength of our team, the clarity of our ideas, and our dedication to executing them, they gained confidence and chose to invest with us. While Aramis Partners was initially focused on social infrastructure in the GCC, which included all aspects, whether it was education, healthcare, and other social infrastructure businesses, our education investments grew so successfully, and we felt that it added such value to the region, we made a strategic decision to shift our focus entirely to education. This evolution ultimately led to the establishment and expansion of Alephia as a leading pan-GCC education group.
Amazing.
I hope that gives you some color as to how we evolved.
Provided a lot of clarity. And in order for a young person to better understand career paths and options, would you share your educational background and career history that accumulated in your current position?
I want to start by saying and emphasizing that regardless of your education background, success is always possible for everyone. It's about focus and determination. My own educational journey began in Abu Dhabi, where I was born, and I attended school before moving to the UK to boarding school at the age of 10. I completed my O and A levels in the UK before doing my undergraduate degree in the United States. In 1991, I returned to Abu Dhabi and worked at Ernst & Young for 6 years. Following that, I did my MBA at INSEAD in France, which really helped broaden my perspective and strengthen my leadership skills. After doing my MBA, I started my work at what was Salomon Brothers and then was subsequently bought by Citigroup, and for Deutsche Bank for about 16 years in London and Dubai. Eventually, I led the regional investment banking division across banking and markets. Then in 2016, my partners and I founded Aramis Partners, which later evolved or later founded Alefia, and now we're focusing exclusively on building out our Alefia business.
Very interesting. Okay, I think we only have time for one more question. So for our last question, when you are recruiting individuals, what do you look for? Nice and simple.
It's a great question. When recruiting, I focus on 2 qualities: ability and passion. Candidates must have the necessary skills and competence to perform the job, but just as importantly, they must be genuinely excited about the role and eager to contribute. I've found that people who are passionate about their work consistently perform at a higher level and bring more energy and commitment to their roles. Another critical trait I look for is honesty. Trust is essential. Especially in a fast-moving and dynamic organization like ours, we have a relatively small head office team, which manages a relatively large business across the GCC, which means that every single team member must pull their weight and be relied upon to execute the responsibilities effectively. Integrity and accountability are fundamental to maintain this high level of trust and performance. For us, people are our most important assets and attributes, and we really focus on investing in them.
Looks like that's all the time we have for today. Thank you very much, Shailesh, for an incredibly insightful interview. And for everyone watching, if you enjoy content like this and would like to see more, please consider leaving a comment and following us to stay up to date with more interviews to help max your potential. Thank you so much, Shailesh.
Thank you, Aditya.
Thank you.